What's poppin', y'all? We might have just witnessed a timeline assassination of this streamer because the former FaZe member, well, they're all former FaZe members now, Silky, he was in Mexico City, and I would play you guys the clip. It's going to be playing in the background of me talking because there's music, so you can see what's going on. But yeah, you see this guy's just losing it. He's in Mexico and he's driving mad. Now, you guys in Mexico City do be driving crazy. I'm not going to lie. The driving there, it's almost like there's not a regard for human life. I will say that driving there is not as bad as Atlanta. Atlanta had to have the worst drivers I've ever seen. I felt like I was at risk of my life, and I was in the back seat of a car. Well, let alone, I wouldn't be hopping on that road anytime soon. So he's moving mad here, and this is really, really odd because he doesn't get banned. And a lot of people have gotten banned for far less. And he still hasn't gotten banned after we're going to go through everything I've gone through here. But despite him, just pulling a Chef G move, which he was doing the same thing on IG Live when he got his new it wasn't a G63. It was the coupe. It was the GLE coupe. Yeah. The AMG GLE coupe that he had when he was free, which he's not free anymore. So XQC is reacting to this, and he just goes ballistic on Silky.
Chat, is that AI or is that real? I mean, that's insane. It's just so fun. It's not fun at all. I mean, you know what's fun? Going on the track and pushing your vehicle to its limits, okay? And hearing the tires screech when you're at the fucking borderline limit of it spinning out, okay? That's fun. Endangering grandma trying to make it to bingo, and endangering a family trying to get back from work is fucking insane. You're stupid as shit. There's nothing tough about this shit. This shit is cringe. It's cringe. Everyone says it's not cringe is cringe themselves. And I gotta be honest with you, I'm not even trying to be an offended Andy, but what is wrong with these people anyway? Like, that's awful. True, but not everyone can go to the track. If you can afford a vehicle that goes that fast, if you can afford a license, and you can afford to risk a ticket of you doing this, you absolutely can go to the track. You haven't, I don't know where you live. If you don't live in a major city like LA or New York, you know how cheap it is to go to the track? It is cheap as fuck. It is so cheap. I live in bumfuck nowhere. The trek is so cheap, it's insane. I didn't even know it was like $100-something. That's crazy. You know how much this ticket is if you get caught doing this shit? Bro, you're cooked. Jesus Christ. No idea? You should try it sometimes. Sometimes you should, if you have a disposable $100 or whatever, right? You should go, you know what? Today I'm bored. I'm gonna go to the track. That's why I did it. So I did, and I kind of fell in love with it. I said, you know what? I'm not gonna explain it to anybody. Let's just go to the track and have some fun. And I really enjoyed it. Billionaire take. People will take a ticket for speeding in the hundreds of dollars and will say you're out of touch for saying go to the track for $100.
Shut up.
So he's getting cooked, deservedly so. But first, we gotta break apart the argument that XQC is making here. Listen, man, nobody's trying to hit the track. Like, the track is just lame. Like, yeah, what F1 drivers, NASCAR drivers, all that other stuff, what they're doing is sick. Like, they're racing against each other. It's really cool. But the reason why cutting up is fire. I don't drive like that. I care too much about my life, but I understand why people drive like that. It's because of the risk involved. Like, the risk is what makes it thrilling, not the fact that, like, for example, like a motorcycle driver, right? Like, these guys are ripping 110 and they hit a pebble and it's lights out. They're gone. They're sons of anarchy. They're ascending. But when you're talking about, and they could just get in a car and it would be a lot safer. But why do they get in the motorcycle? Yeah, they're going to talk about like, like the wind and you feel it on your body. It's the risk associated with it. So the risk of potentially injuring grandma, in Silky's case, is why people do it on the street. And like, you're on a track, okay, wow, you're going fast. Big deal. It's almost like if he was going if there was nobody on the highway and he was ripping the same speed, he wouldn't get the enjoyment out of it. So yes, I completely understand. Or XQC's trying to make this logical argument of like, yo, just go to the track. No, the track is lame, okay? It's like when people are skating, right? Like, there's street skating, and then there's people that just go to the skate park, bro. Like, what? Like, that's not the same. It doesn't hit the same. Or just wear a helmet. Like, yeah, listen, if I'm going to wear a helmet, I might as well not skate. Or people that are riding helmet while bicycles are a little bit different, even though I've never worn a helmet with a bicycle. But I can understand people's logic because they're like, yo, you can get smacked by a car, by a truck, by any number of things, and it's wraps on a bicycle, which is understandable. But if you're street skating, or let's just say like skating at a school, because street skating, it makes sense. It's just, dog, skating is not the same. Skateboarding is not the same if you've got a helmet on. That's it. Like, yeah, it's protective. Yes, it makes sense. Nobody's trying to argue that. But the risk is what makes the sport cool. And that's all there is to it. So, yeah, we're not putting on helmets. We're not going to the skate park. No, we're going to the place where you're not supposed to skate because it's cooler there and there's higher risk associated with it. And the risk in that case is really just getting caught, quote unquote, versus the risk here is actually a lot worse because you're putting harm to other people. With like skateboarding, bicycles, the difference between that and a vehicle is you're the one that's going to suffer. And you're very unlikely to harm somebody else. Like, you get hit by a car or a truck, that person's going to be fine. You on the bicycle or the skateboard are going to be the one that's harmed. So I guess I just went in a little bit of a circle, but yeah, this is how you come to decent conclusions. But the point here is that risk makes it more fun and more enjoyable. Now, to the Silky point, if you're going to do that, I disagree. I don't think people should do that. It is dangerous. But if you're going to do that, you don't do that on stream. That's brazen. That's almost like you're saying like F the world. And that's where it gets to like, dog, what are you doing? Because we saw Jack Doherty crash his car in real time and his videographer was hurt and all of that. And Silky, he tries to come at XQC and says, what a bot. Bro said I was pushing my car past its limit. I was going 70 in a 65 with minimal traffic, LMAO, dog. This is, come on now. Even if he was going 70 in a 65, which I guarantee he was not, swerving in and out of lanes like that is not allowed. It's illegal. And it's dangerous. It doesn't matter what speed you're going at, it's dangerous. Because you're cutting people off left and right. I wouldn't put anyone's lives at risk for a dopamine rush, gang. Okay, well, XQC responded to this, and it was a humiliation.
I mean, if he's going to call me a bot and then spew some shit about how I'm wrong and he's incorrect, I mean, dude, I will have to defend myself. I mean, come on, bro. You're going to make me be a narc right now, really? You're already on 107. I mean, you're already... Bro, listen, I don't want to be a narc. You're already going 107. Bruh. Listen, I know this is going to go up. It says 110 already. I mean... Yo... Dead ass went to 115. What is that? Is that 118? Then I would do anything. I know I'm not capable of it at risk. You're gonna hate this take, okay? You're gonna hate this take, okay? But no seatbelt not only puts yourself at risk, and you might think it's only you at risk. And hold on, maybe I can even educate somebody today. You're putting all the other passengers of the cabin at risk. Because your body will wobble around in the cabin and you're going to hit somebody. And sometimes you can be more deadly to somebody else than you were to yourself by how you can cause them damage. And also to yourself, collateral damage. Even though you land safely in your car, kind of, whatever, your organs aren't. They're wobbling in your body and they might rip and tear and damage themselves. And cause you a lot of harm. Yo.
Now, he's putting me on game here. This is some new stuff that I'm learning. But he's really, really into cars. I remember when he bought that. I think it was like the McLaren. He had bought a McLaren too. And Silky tries to argue and he gets caught out immediately going to 107. Like, how do you get caught in 4K on the timeline like that? So much so that Silky deleted the tweet. Because XQC responded to him with a question mark with the screen grab from his own video where it shows him going 107. And the interesting part is that he puts location Mexico, but you see the signs and it shows the highway that he's on and it's south. And he's on the 101. The hell is this? This guy's on the 101 in Los Angeles going south. Right 3 lanes. So if he's on the south, that means he's not in Mexico. So I don't know what the hell he's what the hell is going on here with that whole Mexico thing? And it even shows that he was going worse. He was going like at 115 at certain points. And then XQC gives an even deeper dive, which this guy's own car is snitching on him because he's got the newer car. So the newer car turns red when you're passing the speed limit.
Chat, what is that 89 at the bottom? What does that say? Chat, what's that 99? What's that in red? Is that the speed? 99. What a bot. Bro said I was pushing my car. I was going 70 in a 65. Yeah, 63 in white. See that? Like, dude, 63 in white. That is the speed that the traffic is going. The traffic is going 63. This is traffic speed. And then acceleration, look at that. And it goes straight red. 110. 112. 115. I always call people out for driving rude. But then if he's gonna call me a bot.
So yeah, he just exposed them multiple times. Silky deleted all of that stuff. But the saddest part about this is this guy's not banned. And it's not that I want him to be banned, but people have done a lot less and they were banned. Because back in 2021, Aiden Ross got banned for far less.
I think the stream crashed. Chat, can you hear me? Yes or no?
Aiden Ross was not speeding here. He just took a quick look at his phone. Now I'm saying he was violating, but he took a quick look at his phone and he got banned. And he would tweet about this. He got a 2 or 3 day ban. But he would say, just got banned in Twitch. Think it's a perm, guys. This is not good at all. I was at a red light during my IRL stream and I read chat off of my phone. I'm 100% in the wrong. I'm so sorry. I don't know when I'm going to be back though. I'm shaking right now. I'm so sorry. I feel horrible. This was prime Aiden that this went on too. He says, I'm so sorry for real. I know a lot of people who aren't a part of my community aren't too fond of me, and I'm sorry. I was 100% in the wrong. So taking straight up accountability here, not saying like, yo, I was going 70 in a 65. Come on now. But he ended up getting a 2-day ban for it. But nonetheless, he got banned for it. And this is not as bad as what Silky was doing. And then you've also got one of his FaZe members, Stable Ronaldo too, who loves him some cars. So this guy was driving reckless in LA and he caught a ban for it. Understandable. Makes sense. Like they're doing illegal stuff on camera. Like you're not allowed to live stream yourself doing illegal activity. And even Rakai would get banned as well. This recent last year. I'm going to play you guys that clip right now.
Yeah, play that. You got to accept your order. Accept the first pickup. Play that.
Oh, oh my God. Oh, so what should I play?
I got Apple Music. Just do that.
So he wasn't speeding, but he was fully distracted by his phone, and he caught a ban for this. But this is the thing. He didn't catch a ban until there was a ton of backlash. He caught a ban 2 or 3 days later. I believe it was 2 days later for Rakai. And then there was this streamer named Melt.
No crash. What? Wait. What the? Oh my God.
Bro, Jay Sean just hit me, bro.
Yo, you feel me? Everybody walking, everybody talking. Cars, everybody car. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, all this shit gone. But I'm gonna pick up on stream whenever. I gotta go do something right quick. And pray for my nigga Maury, man. Real shit. He good, but He said his leg fucked up. But it's not broken. It's not broken.
So this turned into a major accident. There's so many other people in the vehicle. Like you see the reaction of the girl. Like the girl's just, she's in shock. He's putting all those people in harm's way. And he caught a ban for this as well. But I don't know how long this guy got banned. But this could have been the situation with Silky. So all of these people caught bans. Yet Silky didn't get a ban. And it doesn't matter if he does get banned, but this is the frustration that people have with Twitch, which is how much they pick and choose with who gets banned. So it's like, this is a big... People from Twitch staff have seen this. It's impossible to have not seen this. If you follow streaming in any capacity, which if you work for that company, you do, then you would see something like this, and you would give him a ban. And it's only fair that he catches a ban. It could be like 2-3 days, although he wasn't just looking at his phone. This guy was moving mad, and then he came on the timeline, tried to lie about it, and then his own video outed him. And his account is still up, which is, it's whack. And this is the frustration that people have with Twitch, and why I do say, like, Kick is transparent in that if someone's catching a ban, they're catching a ban. Like the clavicular situation, when the, like, Cybertruck incident with that guy happened, they banned him instantly. That was it. And then they brought him back after a while, but he was banned for at least a week or so. So Kick, they respond to this better. It looks like an embarrassment on Twitch, to be honest. But yeah, I think Silky should have just taken the L, or should have just not responded at all. But to try to come at XQC and say like, yo, this guy I was going 70 and a 65. And then we see the bright red on the screen of a 107, 110, 115 is absurd. And if you're going to put people's lives in danger, at least do it off camera. Like, what happened to the whole having the dark side, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde? Like, yo, go be Mr. Hyde when the camera's off. Like, it's so brazen to be doing it live on cam, because then not only are you doing it yourself, but you're encouraging other people like, yo, this is cool. This is what you should be doing, because that's what they're going to take from it. But let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Like and subscribe and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. And I'm going to see you on the next one. As I was finishing up on this, Silky delivered another reply after he tucked his tail between his legs and deleted the tweet. He came on and...
All I'm saying is to the people that are calling me a to the road, saying I'm a I'm a up person, I could have killed somebody. Guess what, brother? I did not kill anybody. You know what I'm saying? And I will always put other people's lives before mine, because I know what I'm doing on the road. I'm a very safe driver. I've never been in a car crash in my entire life. I've never hit anybody with a car in my entire life. Every single day, when we go out and step into this world, it is a dangerous situation. You can get into a car crash by driving 30 miles under the speed limit. Even if you feel like you are the safest driver, anybody can get hit, right? But it's all about what you do and your choices in life on that road. Now, people are trying to say that I wasn't wearing a seatbelt. Dummy boy, I never if you watch any of my streams, I never put a seatbelt over my shoulder, because I literally get rashes, and I don't know why, but my shoulder starts to hurt. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not what I want to show to the kids. That is not what I want to show to the teenagers, because I don't want them to feel unable to do what they see me doing on the road. And I completely understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like, what I show is what people take from my streams and be like, oh shit, I could do that too. And that's not what I want to push. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no squeeze Benz, so please don't try to pay me out to be a squeeze Benz, or, you know, some crazy driver that's drifting and doing all this extra. And let the law enforcement do their job. Lastly, you are not law enforcement. Even law enforcement, yo, my sister's a cop. I didn't see. I'm not gonna say her. Listen, I didn't see law enforcement go against the law. Okay. That's all I'm gonna say. Please stop antagonizing me. Stop terrorizing me.
So from this is so irritating, because first he lies and says that he wasn't speeding. And then when he gets caught speeding at an egregious number, he comes on and says, oh, well, you know, I would never put anybody's life risk above mine. This guy acts like he's some sort of race car driver and that he's never harmed anybody else. The point is, it's illegal. And on top of that, not the fact that it's just illegal, but yeah, Everybody's never been in a car crash until they've been in a car crash. Like, how many people do you guys know that drive drunk consistently? And they're like, man, I've never been into a car crash. I had a friend like this. He would do this all the time. And you know what happened? Eventually, he got in a terrible, terrible accident that completely wrecked his car. And that was that. Like, thankfully, like, nobody got hurt. But there's also been other people that I've known that I'm somewhat acquaintances of that have done hit and runs because they're like, yo, I'm drunk and I'm not about to get caught. Actually, I had a friend from high school who did something like this. He thought he was the ish, right? And then Silky will be like, well, I'm not driving under the influence. Really? Are we going to believe you? I don't know, because this guy's always chiefing weed. He said that himself. But I don't know how weed affects driving, to be honest, so I'm not going to pretend like I have any opinion on that. But what I'm saying is that same guy, he destroyed his car and he just left the scene. Why? Because if police pulled up to the scene, and this is the friend from high school, and this was way after high school, if they came to the scene, they would see that he was drunk out of his mind. So the whole thing of like, oh, this has never happened yet, which means it's not going to happen, is moronic. You could be the safest driver, follow every single rule, and still get into an accident. I do like the fact that he took some level of responsibility by not putting it on stream. Like I said earlier in the video, I was like, yeah, if you're going to do this, at least do it off stream. So I do like that. But when he talks about like, let law enforcement take it into their own hands, we're not talking about law enforcement. We're talking about the streaming platform Twitch mainly after his terrible behavior on here. And then trying to compare something like, oh man, people can be driving safe. Like I just made the example of, and they get into a car crash too. Yeah, well, people can also never smoke a cigarette and get lung cancer. Does that mean that they should smoke cigarettes anyway? Because, hey, you can get cancer no matter what. Like, come on, dog. Like, let's be like, just the logic just doesn't add up. But hopefully he stops this, honestly. But it doesn't seem to be the case. Just the way that he's reasoning this out, he has not learned his lesson. He will continue to do this. And may God protect him. Actually, more importantly, may God protect the other people on the road. Because somebody that drives this reckless, if they get harmed, frankly, I don't care. That just is what it is.